So when it comes to Code's character, I really feel like he is currently the biggest threat in the Boruto manga right now. Of course, with Ishiki Otsutsuki being killed off by the likes of Naruto, Sasuke, and Kawaki, of course, Code is definitely seeking vengeance for Ishiki's death. We do know that Code is a Ishiki worshipper, and he praises him so much that Code actually wanted to nerf his abilities so he can be around Jigen. But now with Ishiki Otsutsuki dead, Ishiki wants Code to follow through with the Otsutsuki will, which is of course going to planet to planet, feeding an Otsutsuki to the 10 tails, harvesting a chakra fruit and updating their genetics, getting stronger every time in order to become this so-called Otsutsuki god. And the thing is with Code is very powerful. We saw when he pulled up into Boro's secret religious cult. When he was trying to find Ida, he was fighting off Boro's guards. He essentially played around with them using his belt abilities. With his abilities, it's sort of like a mix between Kamui and Flying Raijin, using his belt so he can teleport among them, kind of like how Minato was able to teleport among his Flying Raijin markers. And then of course, when he wraps those bands around his opponents, he's able to impale his opponents using those belts through their bodies, killing them in the process. We saw this when he was flexing on Boro's guards, who are essentially fodder. Almost anyone probably could take them out. I probably see someone like Boruto in base form soloing them with like wind style Gale Palm or some shit like that. But when it comes to with Code, his abilities are definitely broken, and the fact that he has the Karma Seal, that is that amp on his speed and power, making him a very dangerous character. I do see Code doing something very big very soon. The one thing that I did mention in the past couple of videos I've made is that Code may invade the Leaf Village. However, in Boruto chapter 57, Code did say that charging into Konoha alone would be very short-sighted. He even states that he isn't like Delta. He isn't short-brained, he isn't dumb, he isn't stupid like Delta did, because Delta, she pulled up into the Leaf Village and then tried to fight Naruto in his prime, Naruto with the 9 tails. Naruto now, of course, he did lose Kurama thanks to using the Baryon against Ishiki, so he is considerably weaker. However, Code even knows that going into Konoha alone, even with both Naruto and Sasuke being nerfed, he doesn't want to risk his plan of going through when it comes to getting revenge on Ishiki's death, and of course feeding Boruto or Kawaki to harvest a chakra fruit from the 10 tails in order to become this Otsutsuki god. And now with the introduction of Ida, Code and Ida can definitely team up and do whatever they want to do. As well as with Code, who wants to kill Amato, Ida also wants to take out Amato, since Amato was the one who gave her all of those abilities, especially with her allure ability, making any man or woman fall in love with her. So the fact that she has this ability, she doesn't like how people have these superficial feelings for her. So of course, the one thing that she wants to do is kill Amato for not giving her the ability to have this true love. We do know that in Boruto chapter 57, Ida does want to get with Kawaki because Kawaki is an Otsutsuki and would be able to counteract the allure ability that Ida has. And by doing this, she would want Kawaki to fall in love with her with actual real feelings this time. And the one thing I do think that's going to happen in the future is that I definitely do see Code and Team 7 fighting each other. And I'm not gonna lie, if this ever does happen, it is going to be a slaughterfest. Man, Code is insanely powerful with those bands, and I really do not see anyone on Team 7 doing anything against him. Right now, we do know that Team 7 is training right now in order to get more powerful, and we saw in the last chapter, Boruto chapter 58, Boruto and Kawaki, they were kind of butting heads on which training method to use. With Kawaki, he wanted to use the training methods that Jigen taught him. While those methods were very dangerous, it did help Kawaki get very strong in a very small amount of time. While Boruto and Sarada, they want to take it slow and get stronger by mastering the basics. Boruto did beat Kawaki in the end by using his Karma Seal, and this is where Kawaki agreed to use the training methods where they were going to master more of the basics in order to get stronger. The thing is with Kawaki, with this training method that Jigen used on him, Kawaki is correct. Using these methods that Jigen taught on him, it definitely got him very stronger in a very short amount of time. And in order to fight someone like Code, they definitely need to implement more of these methods. I'm hoping that Team 7 realize that using these short basic methods in order to master, I guess, the basics of what they're going to do, instead of using hard training regimens like how Jigen did on Kawaki, I hope they actually learn the hard way that learning the basics is not enough to fight someone like Code. Even Kawaki said, how long is this training method gonna take? 5, 10, 15 years? Is that even enough to beat someone like Code? And considering how strong Code is, this slowed down of learning the basics training method is not enough to fight someone like Code. And that's why I think if Code and Team 7 were ever to fight each other, together is going to be a slaughterfest. It's going to be worse than Team 7 versus Deepa. We saw in the Boruto anime from Boruto episode 166, Team 7 got absolutely clapped by Deepa. Nothing worked. The Rasengan didn't work, Sage Mode didn't work, Sarada using a Sharingan didn't work, and now that they're fighting someone like Code, who is one of the strongest members in the Kara organization, especially with his Haxi abilities, it's going to be almost impossible for them to beat Code right now. And the thing is with Code, he does not play any games. I know he's sort of like this troll character, which I love. I love how Code loves to troll characters. He did this with Delta, he did this with Boruto. He was also like this around Jigen as well in the Boruto anime. But what I love is how he can get really serious very quickly. We saw in Boruto episode 200 when Code told Boruto to come in to get checked out by Amato. Boruto was like, nah, I'm not gonna go in. And this is where Code said, yo, I don't mind using a little bit of force. And this is where Boruto immediately changes his demeanor and quickly complies with Code and went to Amato to get his checkup. The anime has definitely been implying on how strong Code is, and even though Code, we've seen his ability so far, we haven't seen him at this full power yet. I'm really thinking on what Code is going to do, because there might be some chances that he might invade Konoha, but like he did say that if he does go to Konoha alone, it's going to be very short-sighted. He's not going to last very long. He might even die, which will ruin his plan. That's where Ida comes in. Ida is someone that is stronger than Jigen, unlike Code. Code, of course, right now, he is being nerfed by those limiters, and when those limiters are off, just like Ida, he is also stronger than Jigen. But now that Code in this nerf state has someone like Ida who both want to kill Amato and get vengeance, I definitely do think there is some sort of chance for them to actually invade Konoha. The Boruto manga has become so unpredictable as of late, and to be honest with you, it would be very crazy and it would be very ballsy for Kishimoto to do. Now, if it does actually happen with Code and Ida pull up to the Leaf Village, they smack the shit out of Team 7, they do what they have to do, I definitely do think that'd be a very good way to go into the time skip. And if Code does fight Team 7 before the time skip, that'd be a very great way for Team 7 to be motivated in order to get stronger. That would be a great way for them to train off screen. For example, at the end of part 1, after Naruto lost to Sasuke at Final Valley, he decided to leave the village with Jiraiya, and this is where he trained for 2.5 years in order to get stronger. If this ever does happen where Code fights Team 7, they're gonna get destroyed, and this will give them a lot more motivation in order to get stronger later on. So when they do have this quote-unquote rematch, they definitely will have a lot better chance to beat him. It's sort of like the Deepa fight in the Boruto anime. So let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below. What do you think Code is going to do now? Do you think he's going to invade the Leaf Village in the next couple of chapters, or do you think he's going to stay in the shadows? He does know that the 5 great nations are trying to kill him and take him down. To be honest with you, with the Boruto manga, it has become literally impossible to predict what's going to happen. This manga is so unpredictable, and I have no idea what's going to happen. So let me know what you think about that. And also, where the hell is Kashin Koji? Because we got to know where that boy is. We do know that he's alive. He barely survived against Ishiki. His body right now is destroyed, so I'm hoping we do get a checkup on him in the next couple of chapters. So let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. So if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell as well, and have a good day. Peace.